Welcome to part 4 in this Best of Phil Heath series. 2015 versus 2016. I've been looking forward to this one, and it's plain to see right from the first glance. The 2015 Phil Heath, he is quite a bit leaner. He leaned down. This is the year after the infamous Bubble Gut Bonanza. And of course, 2016, he packed the beef right back on. Now, I can almost hear some of you saying right now,
"But Max Muscle, you made him too tall in 15 and too short in 2016, Max Muscle. That is no good."
well, he is bending down at the knees in 2016. He's crouching down, making the most of that max muscle that he has. Either way, you have to take all these things into consideration when you're doing the sizes of this. And I hope I got them as correctly as possible. But I don't know. Who would you vote for? The leaner version or the more thicker, more vascular, probably maybe better conditioned version? Wow. Hard to say. This is the front relaxed after all. Let's get into the mandatory shots in the front double bicep pose. It really tells a tale. Now, I know it is from the front, but you can almost detect that protrusion of the stomach in 2016. Not terrible. I've seen it worse. It's not terrible. But 2015 there, nice trim waistline, at least from the side. Looks decent. Looks more than decent. Look at the flaring lats there. 2015. Takes this one with ease, in my opinion. The gun size even almost looks larger. Maybe not the biceps, but the triceps. Better display also, I think, maybe contributed to that. Here in the front, Lat Bread, and this is another knockout shot for 2015, ladies and gentlemen. If you were voting for 16 in the front relaxed, I'm sure 99% of you are leaning towards 2015 now. The leaner version, it would be good to have a leaner version in the semifinals. But I will vote for the winner of this one, and this is only 2 shots. Let's have a look at the back developments. And yes, 2015 here, maybe in trouble. This 2016 rear lats bread, this is one of the best I've ever seen. Look at the hard, grainy nature of that back, those traps, the vascularity. Take a good look. Much better. He is leaning back a little bit more, creating some thickness, but nothing doing. Look at the hamstrings. The hamstrings are far better. This is probably one of the best rear lats breads of Phil Heath's career. Fantastic, and a good victory for this year. Now in the rear lats bread, it is equal domination, I believe. Maybe not quite as drastic as the rear lats bread victory, but a victory nonetheless. Look at those hamstrings once again. Much better conditioning as far as that area is concerned. But, of course, if you remember the first front 2 shots, that was double domination as well for 2015. Now it's 2 for 16. This is an exact tie. So we are pretty much 100% relying on the rest of these shots, beginning with this side chest pose. And wouldn't you know it, gosh darn it, the way he is snapping this pose in 2016, I do not appreciate that. You notice that split in the chest there? I do not like that. It's not very aesthetic. In 2015, on the contrary, he is bowing it out like a nice big round bow, the 70s bow, the 2010 bow, whatever, or 2015. Either way, I am leaning towards 2015, but speaking as a judge, I guess it's very similar. It's almost a toss-up in this one. But, I mean, come on, look at that upper body. It's just displayed much better. But which version is better in this pose? I don't know. Unfortunately, this is the only side tricep comparison. It was difficult to find either one of these 2 years hitting a good, clear picture of the side tricep. They're both in a lineup. The angles are incorrect. Of course, it looks better in 2015, but the clarity of the picture in 16 is far greater. We keep pushing this one back to the last pose, and here in the most muscular, I don't know, you'll almost have to take your pick. He was hitting it a different way. He did the hands clasped in 15 and the hand on hip in 16. Of course, he was hitting the crab both years. This is the crab, but unfortunately, he's not hitting it exactly the same way. His chest actually looks better in 16 because I believe his clavicle's too narrow. When he closes those arms like he's doing in 15, he loses chest size. But on the contrary, look at the arm difference, 2015. Makes 16 look like a little boy. But I believe that is just the angle or the way he is snapping at the timing. So, like I said, we keep pushing this one back, and we are right here to the last pose, the last shot, the ab and thigh pose. This was the best battle, I think, so far in this tournament. The closest call, of course. If it does come down to the ab and thigh shot, it's academic 2015. Far smaller waistline, the more streamlined version for sure. I believe it would have been even closer, but 2015 battled back with perhaps a bigger set of guns. Remember the most muscular, remember the front double bicep, his arms were a little bit bigger. So really he made up for the lack of size, I think. But that back double, or the rear lat spread rather, this rear lat spread of 2016, when this tournament's all finished, I'm going to take the winning year and I'm going to compare it with this rear lat spread, or I'll just throw this one in that last comparison because I'm interested to see. This may be his best rear lat spread. But taking nothing away from the winner and the year that does advance on in these brackets, 2015. That version, of course, will have his hands full with 2013. Renowned, famous Dr. Phil. But of course, first and foremost, that lean version of Dr. Phil, the 2008 Dr. Phil. I'm very interested to see that version stack up to 2011. I'm sure that year has a group cheering for it, a cheering section for that year as well. Hope you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, look forward to the next one. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. Helps me a great deal. But first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, have a great day.